Howdy gamers, and welcome to Elden Ring. Today, me and my good friend, my best mate, my amigo, my BBC, Saladmander, will be taking on the Lands Between as the most dynamic duo since peanut butter and jelly. Patrick Star and Thanos. Practically brothers, really. It's rare to ever see these two apart. We'll be doing this by using the Seamless Co-op mod, and as I'm sure many of you know, the Elden Ring DLC will be released soon. So this is in preparation for that, as Sal and I plan to live stream the adventures of Patrick and Thanos through the Shadow Realm. Now, unfortunately, because of some issues, I lost about the first hour of footage, but I have everything from Margit onward, so we'll just continue from there. Not much happened before then anyway. And now, without further ado, please enjoy the adventure. Our first obstacle in this adventure is Margit, the Fell Omen.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Margit is a lot like a homeless man. If you get too close to him, he lashes out with his walking cane and pocket shiv. And if you put up too much of a fight, he'll reach into his trench coat and reveal a hammer that he stole from Home Depot and attempt to cave in your skull. But at the end of the day, he is a homeless man and isn't anything special. A few whacks and slashes and he goes down. First boss, slain. With Margit dead, we've gained access to the next boss, but first we have to make it through Stormvale Castle, a place filled with enemies, villains, generally disagreeable individuals, and a cat. Not much of note happened in Stormvale, except me almost dying to a large fire-breathing worm. However, I was able to get what I was there for, the Iron Whetblade, which will allow me to upgrade my weapon. And then immediately jumping off of a cliff, dying, and losing 12,000 runes in the process. Shit. So I headed back down, this time with Sal by my side, to reclaim my lost runes. And we did. We also found a checkpoint. It was at this point that Sal had to take a break, so I decided to explore more of Stormvale by myself. I encountered this strangely dressed individual named Roger, but aside from that, nothing worth mentioning. Sal came back, and it was time to fight the next boss, Godric the Grafted.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. As a lord, I command thee kneel. I am the lord of all that is golden.
Godric is a very strange man. He just kind of hangs out in his castle doing nothing but molesting this giant corpse of a dragon. And when he isn't doing that, Godric likes to spend his time dismembering people and hot gluing their pieces onto his back. But he isn't anything worth worrying about. His numerous arms make him kinda top heavy, so he just kinda stumbles around and wildly swings his axe. Though halfway through the fight, Godric does fall over a rock and accidentally chop off his own hand. It's then Godric gets a brilliant idea. He lops off the head of the dragon and replaces his hand with it, and the second phase begins. And it's even easier than his first phase. Second boss slain. Now killing Godric gives us two very interesting items. His Great Rune, which adds +5 to all attributes, and his Soul, which we can use to either get one of his weapons or we can absorb it and gain 20,000 runes. In order to get to the next boss, we needed to pass through the Rhea Lucaria Glintstone Academy. Now there's just one problem with that. The door is locked, and the key is guarded by a Glintstone dragon. Patrick, the brave samurai, decided he would bear the burden of stealing the key back from the dragon. Patrick succeeded and retrieved the key, and now they may enter and face Gwyneth Paltrow. Now by now, the astute of you may have noticed that there's nothing playing behind me. That's because the footage got corrupted and most of the adventures in the lakes were lost. However, the boss isn't the only thing we did in Liurnia, as our heroes heard word of a cave to the northeast, with a very powerful item inside, and so they ventured forth. The cave was not without its issues, as Patrick's katana had little effect on the stone skin of the cave dwellers. However, the same cannot be said for Thanos' gauntlets, as he smashed through them like me smashing through a group of school children in my pickup truck while driving 55 in a school zone. Luckily, Patrick acquired a flail earlier in the adventure, and while it may not be his weapon of choice, it'll work. After fighting through the cave, our duo arrives at the boss room, the Crystalline, equipped with a sharpened crystal disc that it can throw, and a thick layer of armor. This boss is incredibly durable, though once we broke through its armor, it was no problem. Patrick and Thanos arrive back at the round table and encounter an old friend, Roger. Unfortunately, he isn't doing as well as he used to be, though, to congratulate our heroes, he gifts them with his old rapier, which we promptly forgot about. For a while, our duo wandered aimlessly, till they caught tale of a powerful witch north of the lakes. They decided to venture north in hopes of meeting this witch. According to the story, she takes residence in the Caria Manor, a place filled with all sorts of vile creatures and beasts. Not dissuaded, the two enter the manor and manage to avoid most conflict, until they arrived at the stomping grounds of Royal Knight Loretta. But then they saw it. The Tower of the Witch loomed past Loretta, which left our adventurers with only one option: to fight. Patrick and Thanos did battle with Loretta. She was a powerful warrior. She swung a massive war scythe and flung spells at the duo. It was hard fought, but in the end, she proved no match for the two. With the Royal Knight vanquished, we pushed forward to the home of the witch. Patrick took the lead and slowly ascended the tower. Blade in hand, he approached the witch, Thanos close behind, and finally, the witch spoke. She introduced herself as Ronnie the Witch, and that she was the one who stole death. Soon, a problem arose. Our two heroes were smitten by the witch, infatuated by her 4 hands. The call of the blue gash was too much for the dynamic duo. They both wanted to claim the witch as theirs, and so a rivalry began between the two. She requested the duo enter her services, and they accepted. She gave the duo their first mission. Her brother, Radon, a master of gravity magic, was using his power to hold up the stars. It was our duty to slay him and free the stars, then claim the treasure hidden in Nokron, the underground city. And so, the two set off. Ronnie's brother resides deep within the depths of Brazil, a rotting wasteland full of swamps, zombies, and gangsters. The two fight their way to Redmane Castle, where they hold a festival to fight Radon, and along with Blythe the Half-Wolf, another servant of Ronnie, the battle began. And it was rough. Patrick and Thanos were slain again and again, getting further from their goal each time. Patrick even broke his code of honor and donned a set of armor, but even that wasn't enough. The heroes were outmatched. They decided to leave and build their strength before returning to fight him again. They acquired magical talismans to improve their strength and defenses. They ventured into the Altus Plateau to hone their skills, where they met an unfortunately familiar face. Margit the Homeless had returned to stop them once more, and once more the two brought the Omen to his knees. The training had been fruitful, yet they were still unsure, so they decided to face the Draconic Tree Sentinel to test their new skills, a warrior who mounts a fire-breathing horse and wields powerful lightning magic. It wouldn't be easy, though the two persevered and slayed the knight. Satisfied, the two returned to face Radon once more. It took more than one attempt, but in the end, with their new skills, the Star Scourge fell and released his gravity magic, opening up the city of Noxtella. Weary, yet alive, the two set off to explore Nokron and claim the treasure for Ronnie. The two venture towards Mistwood, where the entrance to Nokron has been opened up, and descend down into the Lost City, a place filled with monsters made of black silver and mimics. They fight their way through the city before encountering an unexpected foe, the Mimic Tier. The monster takes the form of Patrick the Samurai and attacks the two. While it may have taken Patrick's appearance, it can't copy his immense skill, and the two easily dispatch the clone and move on. They successfully claim Ronnie's treasure and return to her. She rewards them.
Can I get a dick pic with your boxers on and one without them on? Can I also get 3 different pics of your balls in any position? Also, can I get just a normal pic of your dick from the front and one where your pee hole is spread a bit open? Can I get a pic of your dick and ass from behind in one shot? Can I also get a pic of your full front body and just your boxers? And can I get a pic of your ass while your boxers are all up? Can I also get a pic of your dick while you're in the shower? For the rest of the pics, can you just send whatever sexy things you want? For the videos, can I get a video of you flexing in just really short shorts? And one of you jerking off? One of you actually coming? Also, can I get one of you playing with your balls while not wearing boxers?
With a statue and bids them farewell. Dejected at the loss of their lady, the two rest and talk. Patrick tells Thanos his reasons for coming to the Lands Between. Sam, Patrick's older sister, was a warrior much like himself. She ventured to the Lands Between for unknown reasons and died in a battle against what she called the embodiment of the Golden Order. Patrick is on a quest of revenge. He seeks to kill the monster that took his sister's life. While talking, Thanos ponders the statue gifted to them by Ronnie and offers Patrick a suggestion. The two head towards the Divine Tower of Liurnia and place the statue on the pedestal, causing the entire building to turn upside down. The two fight through the tower and arrive at the bridge. Upon crossing the bridge, they receive the curse mark of death, allowing them to travel to the eternal city of Noxtella. When they arrive, lying in a coffin, they find a miniature doll, an exact copy of Ronnie. It gives off the same cold air that Ronnie did. The two rest and attempt to converse with the doll, which turns out to be Ronnie in another form, who gives the two their final mission. She wants us to kill the baleful Shadow, an assassin. The duo track the beast and put it down like they were PETA. Ronnie thanks us and leaves us once again after thanking us for our service. The two search the corpse of the Shadow and find a key to the chest in Reo Lucaria, but first, they descend the elevator the Shadow was guarding, and at the bottom, they discover the Lake of Rot, a place that kills you just for existing there. Carefully, they cross the Lake of Rot and descend the waterfall at its end. And at the bottom, Estelle, the natural born of the void. The two ready their weapons. And get absolutely shit on. See, Thanos has really low vigor, which means most of Estelle's attacks will kill him in one hit, and Estelle is just too strong for Patrick to take down on his own, so the duo have no choice but to leave and come back later. We head back towards Altus and continue there. The duo fight through knights, omens, and the Piss Man, before arriving at the boss, another familiar face, Morgott, the Homeless King, back for round 3. Patrick and Thanos request assistance from Melina, and the trio attack the Omen. Morgott's pretty strong, but compared to Estelle, he's hardly impressive. The three beat Morgott into his second phase, where Patrick unfortunately gets stun-locked and incapacitated, though Thanos and Melina are more than capable. The two attempt to enter the tree, only to find it blocked by impenetrable thorns. Melina tells them that the only way to destroy the thorns is the fire from the land of the giants. Giving them a medallion that will grant them passage, the two ascend to the mountaintop, a land coated in ice and snow. Patrick's iron will was the only thing keeping him from freezing. In the distance, the two saw it. The Giant's Forge. The two arrive at the entrance to the forge, but are attacked by a fellow samurai. He was a great one, but Patrick is the greatest. The samurai falls, and the two enter the Giant's Forge, where they are stopped by the Guardian of the Forge, the last of the Giants. And he absolutely fucked us. Fire Giant's attacks are pretty easy to dodge, but they do an insane amount of damage, and he has around 40,000 health. This fight took many attempts and multiple days, but eventually we got there. With the Fire Giant slain, the two ascend the forge, and Melina sacrifices herself to set fire to the Erd Tree and open the thorns.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn. burn for the sake of the new Lord. Thank you for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Our duo wake up in crumbling Far Missoula. Unsure of where they are, the two press forward and fight their way through the monsters, arriving at the next boss. The Foreskin Brothers. We enter the boss room and it doesn't go very well. We were very underprepared for this boss and we felt it, but that wouldn't happen a second time. We give it another try, this time with sleeping pots, and it goes way better. Being able to isolate just one of them makes it so much easier. But then, tragedy strikes. Halfway through the boss fight, my controller dies. Luckily, I got a hand of the mouse and keyboard controls pretty quick, and we managed to defeat the two, proving that Patrick and Thanos truly are the #1 duo. The two continue to the next boss, Malekith the Black Blade. A lot happened with this boss, but I lost pretty much all the footage except the last attempt, so let's just say we did it first try and move on. After the death of Malekith, the two acquire the Rune of Death, giving them the power to kill a god. The two awaken in the remnants of the capital, now coated in the Erd Tree's ash. The two explore the ruins and stumble upon Gideon Ofnir, once an ally and now an enemy. The two battle with Gideon and completely destroy him. Gideon's kind of a joke of a boss, if I'm being honest. Before continuing, the two return to claim victory over an old foe, Estelle. The two, now much stronger than before, slay the beast and claim their once lost victory. They explore what the Natural Born was guarding, an elevator. They ascend, and once at the top, they find her, Ronnie the Witch, sitting on the corpse of the Two Fingers. Reunited, Ronnie gifts them a sword and a promise. Whomever can find her after the battle with God may claim her hand. She leaves once again, and fueled with new determination, the two set off to the next boss. With Estelle slain, the two once again ascend the stairs, back to the foot of the Erd Tree, only one thing standing between them and God, between Patrick and his revenge. Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. The two battle the godlike Tarnished, Godfrey, the one chosen by Marika to sit on the Elden throne. After dealing some damage, the Lord starts stomping like an enraged toddler, and after pushing him too far, Godfrey kills the lion, sealing his power and entering Phase 2, becoming Horalu, the warrior. The three traded blow after blow until finally, two are left standing. The corpse of a lord at their feet. The two ascend the Erd Tree for the final time. The duo share a look, resolute to finish what they started, to kill the god. And together, they enter the Erd Tree. They are met by Radagon, the husband of Marika, and the second Elden Lord. With his hammer, he descends upon the two, and the battle begins. Radagon's stone skin makes him resistant to the poison of Patrick's blades, and his blows are almost as powerful as the fire giant. It was hard fought, but the two successfully slay the Lord, and attempt to take a moment of respite. But before they can catch their breath, a monster appears from the corpse of the Lord. The Elden Beast, a god, the embodiment of the Golden Order. The beast that took the life of Patrick's sister. The two ready their weapons, and the final battle begins. The beast slashes at them with its massive greatsword and breathes fire at the duo. The two can barely dodge. They tear into the beast's oily flesh, hardly making a dent, and after a long battle, the three are on their last legs. The beast launches a breath of fire at the two. Thanos is able to dodge it, however Patrick is caught and falls near lifeless. It's all up to Thanos now. He charges the beast, and with a mighty blow from his gauntlets, the monster falls. The duo have slain a god, but not without paying a price. Thanos looks over at Patrick as the light fades from his eyes. Patrick has fallen at the hands of the beast, but not without avenging his sister. His comrade slain, there is only one thing left for Thanos to do.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
Howdy gamers, first let me thank everyone who wasted their time watching this shitpost of a series. I really do appreciate it. I put a lot of time and effort into this and I had a lot of fun making it. And with this, Patrick and Thanos versus the lands between has come to an end. But good news is it's not entirely over, as Patrick and Thanos will be back to conquer the Shadow Realm. So long gamers, see you in the DLC.